wait for more people to join before I start playing Guess the Siren. And I might honestly start with the same one I did last time because last night when I tried it, I was expecting everyone to remember what it was from the last time I did, the time before that when I did Guess the Siren on stream, and they did not remember it. Also, I don't know what the autofocus on my camera is doing, but I should do more fire alarm content. That is true. I just I don't dedicate enough brain space to it. I find it so much more entertaining to just watch videos than actually do fire alarm stuff myself. Mostly because I don't have anything rare, and the rare ones are what I find enjoying. Enjoy. Yeah. I want to get a 2903. The fire alarm that I've always wanted since I started liking fire alarms was a 2903 9001 with a 9838 behind it. And I had the chance to buy one on eBay once for a decent price, and then my parents kind of convinced me not to do it, and then the thing timed out, and I regret it. Let's see. Maybe we'll find. Okay. Here's the here's the really really hard part though about fire alarm content and school stuff. So, an Indiana law has just gone into effect that um, basically it's a statewide cell phone ban. So if I even am spotted with my phone on me, then I like immediately get in trouble and my phone gets confiscated. So I basically can't bring my phone to school anymore. I can keep it in my bag, but I can't like if it is seen at all, then it immediately gets taken away. So um, the only other way I could get fire alarm like fire drill videos is if I like bring in an actual camera, which is gonna look super awkward. Um, just doing fire drills with this dude with a camera. So I don't really know how that's gonna work. I don't know how fire drill videos are gonna work this year if I'm even gonna get fire drill videos. So that sucks. Um, but anyways, do you? My thing says that there's 5 people watching right now. Do you think that's enough to do Guess the Siren, or should I wait for more people? Also, it's really quiet in here because my AC really, really hot and really quiet in here because my AC isn't on. So let me fix that. There we go. And my face is really red because I got a lot of sun today. And also, I just look like this. Okay, this isn't part of Guess the Siren, but I just wanted to watch the video. Anyways, I just want to watch this video. So, the reason I wanted to watch this is because this is one of those instances where a WS1000 is on a different, like an upgraded controller. For those of you who were here last night, a Wieland WS1000 sounds like this. Not well. This audio has two sirens. There's a Model 5T, and then there's also a genuine WS1000 on its original controller. It sounds like this. Right? Sounds like a police siren. But almost all of the videos of WS1000s on YouTube are with upgraded controllers. So if I scroll back up, both of these videos by DSRX100 are genuine WS1000s, but they are running on digital ESC 864s. Both of these. And then if I scroll down further, that's the same siren as this one. And then scrolling further, there's this video, which I just showed. And then scrolling down further, there's not too many more. These are church speakers. And then a lot of these are Roblox videos. I'm pretty sure this is an April Fool's video. That's a synth. That is church speakers, Roblox videos. Yeah. And then there's also that YouTube short somewhere that is supposedly WS1000 going off, and I actually need to switch my account that I'm on. I need to switch YouTube accounts. There we go. So it'll hopefully pull up. Let me see. No, it's still not coming up. Yeah. There's a short out there of supposedly a WS1000 going off for a fire call. And it's not real, or it's like added audio. But somewhere, I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Whoa. Oh yeah, like that video for later. It might be this one, like that channel. Let's keep scrolling. That's my watch, 9 o'clock. I don't think it's gonna show up. But besides that video that I just showed, this one, there is actually another recording of a WS1000 going off in with what I believe is its genuine controller, but like I have reasons to believe that, but I'm not sure. If I search for the one in Winona Lake, Indiana. So Winona Lake, Indiana also has the WS1000. It's currently been replaced with a 2001 130, but it was Winona Lake's main siren up until 2025. And this is a news report of how it didn't sound for a tornado warning. Oh. Securely. So if I hit play here, this is what the Winona Lake WS1000 sounds like.
A button. The siren blared inside the station. But just a few blocks away, Wilcoxon heard...
That's it. They only have a few seconds if I go back. I'm going to just put my phone down here next to the speaker. So this is what the Whelen WS1000 in Winona Lake, Indiana sounds like.
Blared inside the station.
Oh, here we go.
Push of a button. Siren blared inside the station. But just a few blocks away, Wilcoxon.
So it. Oops, sorry. Tap the button. Does not reach the same pitch as the WS1000 in this recording in Tremont, Pennsylvania. So that's interesting. One other thing of note is, I don't care. One other thing of note is the Whelen WS295 is a model of vehicular siren controller from the 80s, which is, I believe, the same tone generator that the WS1000 originally used. And you can see here, if I just let them play it. So it sounds almost just like the WS1000 in this recording. So that's interesting. But between these few videos, there are no other recordings of WS1000s on their genuine controllers. I want to look back at this channel, which might possibly have that video. Yep, there it is. This is the video that I was talking about that I said is probably fake. So, maybe, I mean, if I look, I guess it looks like a WS1000 because it has the cross bracket with just the top set of speakers and not the bottom. But I don't have any, I don't know if this is a real WS1000. And it sounds like it's on a later analog ESC 864. Considering the pitch of the whale and the fact that it has the long whale cycle. So, this unfortunately this video has comments turned off, so that I can't get any more info on this besides maybe the channel itself. Maybe. I don't know. So, but yeah, mildly interesting. So, that's all of the stuff with WS1000 stuff. So I'm gonna flip this back around, and now that thing says I'm only down to 2 viewers, so I might wait a little bit, but if I can get enough people, I want to do what I put in the title and play Guess the Siren. So, I have some odd sounding clips that I want to see what you guys. I have some like kind of rare Siren clips that I want to see if you guys can guess what they sound like, or guess what Siren is in the audio. So I'll get my phone. So I guess I'm just gonna chill for a minute. I need to come up with some sirens. Start opening up some videos. Okay, I'm gonna move the. No, I'm not. Hold on. Move my bed sheets. It's there. No, there isn't. There's a chance my phone might fall down between my bed and the wall. Let's see. Okay. There's a video. Okay, it's probably just better if I set up properly. Yeah. How many guys? How many viewers does it say that this has? Mine says 0 right now. Okay, got that video up. Is there only one person on this right now? There we go. Hello, hello. Okay, my thing says I'm up to 3 people. I'm just waiting until we get enough people that we can start Guess the Siren. And now it says it's back to 1. Are you guys ready yet, or do we want to wait a little longer? Is there even anybody watching this? Is anybody actually here? Like, can someone put something in the chat? I don't actually know if anyone's actually watching this. I'm not gonna play Guess the Siren all by myself. At this point, I'm just watching YouTube. Do you guys know what this is? What the siren in this video is? Wait, did I change the... Hold on, first of all. Change that. For some reason, the there's some really weird like chat moderation going on. I don't know why. It was weird. Anyways, you guys know what model of siren this is? This one's actually 812 port. You think you can guess what model it is? It is not a P50. Try again. You might not know this one. You see my glasses? I don't know. I'm gonna watch a different video. Can I change the stream's title? I guess not. Hello. Yeah, you might be. My thing says there's only one person watching. Down a little bit. I've not ever played the Fallout games. I honestly just don't game much. I just watch YouTube. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just watching a bunch of Siren videos. I was going to play Guess the Siren, but everyone left. So. Let me see what frequency this is. Strange. Hey man. There's like no one watching this. So I was gonna play Guess the Siren, but everyone left. I'm doing fine. Just kind of having a slow end to a long-ish day at home. Not long as in bad, just long. don't suppose you guys could try and guess this siren. Don't know many electronic sirens. Okay. I mean, judging by your name in the chat, I assume you're just an EAS channel. So I guess you're not. You're not real well versed in sirens, I guess. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of models of sirens, like hundreds of them. Um, so yeah. You know what? I have thought about, so I made a page on the Air Raid Sirens wiki, or it's on the, ooh, it's on the fandom page. Or well, like the Air Raid Siren, it's the forums, not the fandom. The Air Raid Siren, like airraidsirens.net/forums. I made a page that I attempted to compile every single model of siren, like big outdoor warning siren that's ever existed. So I'm getting. Currently, my list has 907 models, and then people replied with even more models below it. But I want to see if I can maybe take the entire list and condense it down into a smaller list of just sirens in general, like just big siren models. Um, and I'll maybe stick with just the American sirens. The one siren that was made in California that's like gigantic. You mean the Chrysler air raid siren? I don't know if Chrysler is in California. Something else. Are you thinking of the Scream Master, maybe? Made by like some government or something. That doesn't ring a bell. Ring a bell. I know. Like, is this a siren that was installed in, like the Los Angeles system? Yes. Let's see. There are several. There are. Okay, if it's in the Los Angeles system, then that limits it a lot. It's either 13 made. Uh, well, then that should narrow it down more, but all I can think of is like maybe a Scream Master or maybe some sort of Weirden thing. I I think I might know what one you're talking about. The one I'm thinking of is in Sacramento. No, I don't remember what kind of it is. It this one? Let me see. Yeah, there are also a couple Scream Masters in California. No, okay. Because I know there were also Scream Masters in California, like these ones. These are Scream Masters, and then this one is. I don't remember what kind of siren this is, but it's 12 port. Is that a coating damper? It's just an intake. But here's this huge list of siren models that I want to try and compact down into just a few. So I'm going to eliminate all of the. So Thunderbolt 1000, Thunderbolt 1000T. Um, 1003. Get rid of the 2000 and the system. Blah, blah, blah. The 2T22. 3T22. Kind of look like SD10s. Are you talking about the 500, the Federal Signal 500? Like, because they use an SD10s. Hold on a second. Maybe Los Angeles had a few Cyro drones, I think. I can look up. Not that kind of siren. Los Angeles siren system. Google Images is really bad on this computer. Hello. Oh, you found it. Okay. Oh, yeah, the Model 120. Now I know what you mean. Yeah, the SoCal Edison Model 120. Cool sirens. Those are technically 4-port. What do I think of Alabama's flag? I actually don't know what Alabama's flag looks like. Am I gonna regret this? It's a flag. I don't. Interesting. Um. hmm. Oh, Albania. I can't read. That's even more interesting. Please don't spam. Please. Wheeling 100-watt drivers on eBay. Ooh. I'll look at those, even though I don't have any need to buy them. Let's see. I am doing fine, and we are streaming whatever I feel like doing right now. So, before scrolling on eBay for Wheelin' Siren drivers, I was looking at my massive list of Tornado Siren models and trying to condense it down for people who are just learning about sirens. There's a Thunderbolt 1000 in Switzerland, no joke. I believe you. American siren manufacturers sometimes sell their sirens overseas, like a bunch of Cyclones in Saudi Arabia, I think. Speaker drivers. Ooh. Not bad. Cool. Wait, actually, if I go back, if I search for an Atlas horn, I wonder if there are any. Okay, that's like brand new. No. Wonder what comes up if I just search Atlas horn. Not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for, if I were to get an Atlas siren speaker, I would get a CJ46, like a full-on horn from like a WS2000. Let's see. Oops. Gotta keep the Sky Donut. Alerter 125. Hurricane 130. Get rid of all the port ratios. Mark II. And then the early screamers. Caney, Kansas. Oh yeah, that penetrator. So it's actually a All it is it's just a broken rotator, and then it just blows like that in the wind. Oh, let's see. It's your Thunderbolts. Models. Pole mounted System 7026 by the airport in Kuwait. Yeah, I've seen things with like active System 7000s. I think there's like one left. So that's cool. Hmm. Oh wait, I forgot about this. You guys remember the Babytronic that Holly, I believe it's Holly who owns it, or at least posted a video of it. The teeny tiny electronic that uses like nothing. I called it the AL250 because it uses one horn out of an AL1000 with one driver. Russia has a Thunderbolt 1003. That's interesting. Making a mini Cyclone 125 until the hat messed up 3 times. That's annoying. Oops. This is a school laptop that I call my laptop. One time you were gonna buy a 3220 or a 222. It must have been expensive. Oops. What 100-watt drivers do you suggest? I really don't know. I guess you can't go wrong with a wheel-in one, if you can find one. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Have you ever heard of the Gaox Siren, however, if that's how you pronounce it? I have not. Would you want to hear homemade electronic siren with like 6 100-watt drivers at SirenCon? That's not even... I mean, that's not a mini siren anymore, but that would be quite something. One time it was a Christmas party in your school, and time before Christmas break, and you showed your classmates the time you were running in your backyard with the siren test and with the 2001. Okay. I'm sure your class probably thought that was interesting. Mm-hmm. Does your school Chromebook not have blocked stuff? It does. Some websites are blocked, but most of the stuff that I can use it for most things. Like I can watch YouTube videos. I use Google Keep for my notes. I can do like this website. The only real restrictions are that comments are turned off on YouTube videos. Some videos are blocked. And then just a few websites are blocked, which I can get around by using like other devices and things. But overall, it also has really bad performance for anything basically besides just this stuff, like typing in a Google Doc, or in this case, I mean, I don't know. Type might be. Oh boy. Federal Electric siren names are ridiculous. Federal Electric, Fidelco. I'm just going to shorten it to Fidel Code. Oops. Oh, we're not even in Darley territory yet. Oh yeah, and there's federal enterprises, but I'm trying to shorten this down to. Yeah, this isn't lagging, but like if I try to open like a video editor, it like grinds to a halt. That or like a really, really long Google Doc, or like opening more than probably about 5 tabs at the same time, it'll start to lag. Let's see. Oh, that sound is this portable air conditioner over here. Can I just prop my phone up like that? Maybe. Can I make this work? I really don't need to be streaming this, but I am anyways. Why you remove? What do you mean? Still seems like a lot. Okay. Let's see. What's your favorite siren at SirenCon? I think in terms of my favorite like model overall, not particularly the ones at Siren, like the particular units that were sounded at SirenCon, but I loved I think my favorite siren model that they sounded there might be the AL6000R, the electronic, or that Thunderbolt 1003. That was pretty cool. My favorite one that I like remember the most was actually the P15, because I'd never heard of P15, and that was really impressive for how small a siren it was. Let's see. Very interesting siren because the rotational siren in Indonesia rotates at 70 RPM. Is that like the one that where it's just like a long? It looks just like a long pipe with a central hub that goes around really quickly. That's a custom notification sound, and yeah. That is a custom. That is a sound from actually a weird neck of YouTube, a Joe Porter percussion video, where it's the Discord. He does the Discord ping on a bunch of percussion instruments, and that was his version of that was the Discord ping on hand pans, and it sounded really cool. So I made it a notification sound. It's not. I actually don't use that for Discord. I use that for a Twitch stream. When someone starts streaming on Twitch, I use that as my notification sound. I don't have Discord notifications on my phone, so let's see. I think that is a pretty decent overview of all of the sirens that Federal Signal has made. Like, obviously, they've made a couple more, like the Super Siren in, like, Monmouth, Illinois, or however you actually pronounce the town name. Like that mystery siren, but, like, overall, I'm pretty sure this is a good overview of Federal Signal and all the siren series that they've made. Maybe I can condense it even more. No. Leave them. Actually, no, I forgot. I did include the Super Siren, but you're not going to run into that as an enthusiast very often. Take that out. Help identify an old removed mystery siren. I can try. Yeah, if you can tell me where to find like pictures or something of it, I could give it a shot at identifying some old Siren. 2000, so the 500, 2001, the 508. It's on Google Maps. If you can give me like an address for that, the location on Google Maps, I could probably go to Street View and find it. Yeah, you can just try and tell me where it is. So, I have to do it on this other browser though. Oh, crap. Well, alright guys. Chrome just updated and it just killed my alternate browser. So that sucks. I can't open my... Okay. Well, that's really annoying. Will this app open either? No. Oh, man. Hey, so you know how I said that these school Chromebooks were not super restrictive? All of the external apps don't work anymore. That just happened. I can open files. I can open settings. I can't open... Oh, I can't open that version of settings. Can I open the camera? Yes. Can I open diagnostics? Yes. That sucks. That happened. Let's see. GeoGebra? I can open that. So yeah, I just had to delete all of the external apps that I installed. That sucks. Well, I'll have to do Google Maps on Chrome, which means I'm gonna have to wait every time I interact with it, it has to refresh. But anyways. So Burton, Ohio, you said. I assume you said it's at their fire department? Oh, hey, it is kind of working. There's a roundabout. Yep. Is it at the water tower? Top left in the roundabout. Up here. Somewhere in here. TG Road. Oop. Okay. I'm just gonna do it here. 2021 if I can. I have 2023 or 2019. Let me try 2019. Is it this thing up here? Oh, yep. That looks like a Darley Siren. That looks like some sort of Darley champion. Either a Darley champion fire... Probably... Can I get closer? What about over here? Yeah, that's a Darley champion. Oh, hello, Toby. Fancy meeting you here. Just looking at Google Maps, trying to identify this siren. I think it's a Darley champion, because that's what it looks like. Someone wanted me to see this on Google Maps, so I looked it up. They removed their SD10. Oh. Pretty cool. Anyways. Wait, so where is this in Ohio? Oh, it's like below, okay. So it's not close to where I sometimes go. Oh. Let's see. So, back to what I was doing earlier. Oh, low battery? Yeah, I don't care. That's the other thing with this Chromebook is the battery lasts a whole 2 seconds. Live like 5 miles from where it was. Oh, wow. Let's see. So, I think that's a decent list for beginners of like all the federal sirens. Whoa. Banshee, Super Banshee, Cyclone, Howler, Penetrators, and the electronics. One on top of the roof. A siren like that would be mounted on top of a roof because it was part of the fire department. So it would be used to call volunteer firefighters. That's when they would set it off. Or sometimes, I guess tornado sirens can be roof mounted. But normally if it's a tornado siren, it'll be on top of a pole. But yeah, usually fire sirens are roof mounted. Let's see, so the electronics, the quadrant, the performance plus series, and then the OM120, the Tempest, the modern Tempests. I'll just stick with the T128 for now. Here, I can just say Tempest rotational. And the Tempest omnidirectional. Century 5 Vienna Fire Department a mile from... Cool. Let's see. Yeah. And the I-Force, the E-Class, and the Clarity. Let's see. Is this a good summary of all the sirens Wheelan has made? I know I took out a couple things like the Omni Alert series and the WS404R, but like, I'm making this list mostly for newer enthusiasts who want to learn more about siren models. I think that's a decent list. The WS1000, 2000, 3000, and the 2700, 20... I should put all of these together. I should organize these. The 2800, the 2900. Yes, Wheelan WS 1004. 4008, 4004, the Hornet, and the Vortex. And then all the Sentry models, which I haven't tried to... Why are there two 3V8Hs here? I think that's what... Yeah, the WS2000R. That's a rotational WS2000. Those things are pretty cool. And I think there are still a couple in service that use the original controllers. A Gents Tritone Siren. Yeah, that one is on the big list that I pulled this from, that big list that I also made, but I'm trying to do just like the common American sirens. The WPS 4004. If you've ever heard of a Wieland Vortex, it's a vortex that has voice capabilities. That's the difference. I don't know if I don't know if you're real familiar with Siren models, but here, let me get a picture for you. I'm actually just gonna search Wieland Vortex because that comes up more commonly. And Google Images still sucks. Are you kidding me? There. That's what a WPS 4004 looks like. Even though this particular unit is a vortex, the WPS 4004 uses the same head, but it has a different controller. Let's see. The WS 2000 and the DSA are your favorite speaker sirens. So, like electronic ones, yeah. Live near broken 4004. Is it analog, so you know it's a 4004, or is it just voice capable, or is it a vortex? It's like 3 options there. And also, for a KHB, oh, it's analog, or it's, well, okay. The old style head can run on the digital controller, so it's not fair to say it's analog, but it's the older style head. But I know what you mean by analog. Something else that this is for KHB. I don't know. Have you heard of the ACA electronic sirens? Like these models. So does that include the AL 1000, 2000, 4000, 6000, 8000? Like those ones that also use the what is it? The Atlas CJ46 horns. Yes, there was one at SirenCon. So is that not in the list of favorite speaker sirens, even though it looks very similar? I'm just curious. I'm just asking. Let's see. Yeah. And then all of these Sentry models. I don't know if there's any way to streamline the Sentry models. Maybe I could combine the 3V8H and the 7V8 into one. But, like, they're different sirens because the YouTube comment moderation is going ridiculous. The 7V8 and the 3V8H look so similar, but they are like completely different sirens. Because the 3V8H, I think they have different sized rotors, and the 7V8's rotor is longer. 7200 looks cursed, yeah. I mean, it's, what is it, 24 horns with 8 per row? Because, yeah, so 8 of them make a circle. It does look pretty cursed. But seriously, is there any way to consolidate these Sentry models down any further? Like, combine any together? The only reason I kept the 10V1T in there is because it's the new 10V1T. The one where it's just 2 3V8H's glued together. And I know, like, there's also a 20V2T and a 10V, like a single tone 10V1T where it's 2 rotors. It's like a 10V2T, but it's single tone. But, like, I didn't include those because they're not as common. Sentry that's just like a pole. You might be thinking of one of the rare electronic Sentry sirens, like, what is it, the VR10, I think? is the one that there's actually a unit installed. I wonder if anything's going to come up. Like the one in a Century 95. The only reason I didn't put it in the ACA list is because it's not like no one has found a Klaxon SS6 marked as a Century 95. And this list that I'm working on right now is mostly meant for people learning about Sirens who want to know model numbers. And so I'm trying to condense down. We good? My phone died. Can you guys hear me? Is my mic on? I can't tell. Yeah, okay, you can hear it. Okay. That's good. Yeah, sorry guys, my phone just died. So I had to plug it back in, and then I'm now tethered to my computer, which is itself plugged in. So, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, while my phone's restarting, I did get rid of all the spaces and make this one long list of Siren models, and then I plunked it into wordcounter.net to see that there's 92 models in this list. Or, well, it's more of 92 different series in this list. Oops. So, yeah. Apparently, the let's scroll back up. College graduate. Oh, here you go. Oh, FS is no wonder FS isn't showing up on there, because FS stands for Federal Signal, and Federal Signal is not okay, let me see if I can fix this. I can't control F and replace, so let me just give me a second. I just need two hands for this. Here, I'll flip my camera. There's no good way to do this since my phone is on a charger. Can't really. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's a little pessimistic, wouldn't you think? Yeah, my phone died, so got that fixed. Huh. I see the speaker from your profile. You mean, oh, can you? Not you can. Let me. My phone is still at 1%, but let me go grab it from my closet in a sec. So, I haven't posted this too much, but if any of you guys have seen my videos, you know that short about the Pile 15-watt megaphone? Um, this is it. So it when I used this as a siren, um, before this basically predated the 50-watt megaphone that I use now. Um, I made this little cradle for it to sit in, and then this space back here, I would like shove a walkie-talkie down in there and have the speaker of the walkie-talkie play directly into the microphone of the megaphone. Microphone of the megaphone. And then this whole thing here would mount on a rotator that I posted a regular, not short form, but a regular video of a while back. I think I just titled it rotator.mp4. And then that's what this thing would do. It would sit on that. It's not very loud at all because it is not a very powerful speaker. It does not project, but it is kind of cool. I don't use it anymore though, but it's pretty nice. And then the megaphone itself is just, I just chained together some zip ties to hold it on into the cradle. But I can take it out if I like force it and like nearly break the plastic. And since I had to give the walkie-talkies that this originally used back to my brother because they're actually his, I can't really use it with the cradle anymore. So I'm actually going to take this out and leave it out of the cradle. This is really tight. The 50 watt is not in my room right now. It is downstairs. And I just don't want to get it right now, especially because my family is down there and they're like everyone's kind of gone to bed, so I'm just gonna stay up here. But here it is outside of the cradle, fold up handle. So yeah, it's a small megaphone. It's not real big, but it's fun. So yeah, so here's the cradle. It's kind of a lot. This is just a weight in the back. So I kind of designed it to hold around this handle. So it's supposed to be folded up and then it sits in there like that. And it's nice and that doesn't come out real well. Should make a little video on the 50 watt. I actually recently went out to a remote location kind of close to my house and set it off and recorded it. So I might post that video at some point. I can get it. I haven't taken it off of my camera, but I can play it on the camera. Oops. If you guys want to see that. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but my phone is still refusing to stand up straight. But here, I'll flip the camera around. So, oops. So here, this is the video, and I just set it off. I just did a bunch of Siretone, tones. So it starts with Westminster Chime, and then it goes straight into the whale. can go ahead and... Is me adjusting the volume because of this tone set is inconsistent. Long story. Yeah. So I just did that for a few minutes in both dual tone, and the next video over is actually running single tone. And the way that the way I managed to do that is I just turned the volume all the way up instead of almost all the way up. And for some reason, one tone starts to dominate over the other, which makes it single tone, but it's the high tone that dominates. So it sounds like some of those... Yeah. So it's like super high pitched. Sire 1, that's how you pronounce that. Is my phone still at 1%? No, it's at 2%. I'm going to turn my charger around so actually... There we go. So I have that video to post, and I also got another angle from behind it. But this one is without the Westminster chime. Maybe. Much, much quieter. So it's a fairly directional siren, and you heard how it sounds from the front. So that video's coming up soon, or at least I have that in my camera, and like I want to post that at some point, because I actually haven't sounded off that megaphone with Siretone tones yet on this channel, which really surprises me. But normally when I do it, I use Wheelin' tones instead. So I don't normally use Siretone stuff, but maybe I should, because it actually is really punchy with the higher pitch. The speaker driver is designed to use a higher pitch. Yeah, it probably is about as loud as a Perry. It's loud enough that I can just hear it at a mile away in average conditions, and in perfectly ideal conditions, I've barely heard it at 2 miles away. This camera, you guys are wondering, this is a Nikon D3200. It was my mom's camera, but now she just uses her phone camera for everything. So I use this this is like my nice camera. It records some nice looking video. And this is what I normally use as my secondary shot, because my primary shot is it's down there. That JVC camera is my primary because it's got a ridiculous optical zoom, even though it's only 480p. And then this is 1080p, 30 frames a second. Let's see, show one of your fire alarm horn strobe. Yeah, I have to move my computer, but all the horn strobes are down there in a massive pile. Can I zoom in? Come on, YouTube. There we go. Yeah. So those are all my horn strobes. I have them hooked up with wires so I can just hook them up to my power supply and sound them off. Yes, I have a fire alarm collection as well. It's a small collection. And then, yeah, you mentioned my Sega Pole Station. Actually, the model of that one is, I think it's just 278-1110, or it might be the 111120. It's the one that has screw terminals and the screw lock instead of the key lock and pigtails. So that's pretty cool. And then next to it is my DMP branded T-bar, and then my BG10, which I should have gotten a BG10L, but whatever. So my fire alarms. Yeah. Oh, my phone still doesn't want to sit straight. Oh well. Anyways, so I still have this up on my computer. I'm gonna paste this back in. Closest siren to you is 2 states away. Are you serious? See, I'm not so sure because the siren map, like if I go to this page that has, where is it? Master list of siren maps. All, oh, states as in like country, right? So you live in Brazil, so that means there is a Brazilian siren map, I think. Really, there isn't one on here. Let me. There is not. Wow. I'm sorry. Anyways. So let me scroll back up through this list and make sure that all of the brand name. Make sure all the brand names are fine. I'm not going to lengthen ACA all the way to Alerting Communicators of America. I'm just going to copy and paste ACA. 2 Fidel Code Mach 5s in the north of Brazil. Okay. That's cool. Isn't one of them the 612 port one that got a video on YouTube as like a display siren? It's painted red. I've seen that video, but I think the title is not in English, so I can't find it. Manually pasting all of these. I'll keep ACA shortened as ACA, but I'm going to extend BNN to Bierzak and Niedermeyer. If I can remember how to spell Niedermeyer. The 612. Oh. Okay, yeah. Bierzak and Niedermeyer mobile directo, and then all the ACA sirens, which I'm going to leave ACA as ACA because, yeah. Going to Canada tomorrow. Going to see if they got sirens where you're going. That'll be cool. Yeah, you can look up a. Let's see, was that a modulator siren in the back? I don't know what you mean. You can. I'm pretty sure on that list that I just closed, I think Canada is in there. In terms, like, yeah. So you can have a map of all of Canada or state by state, which is pretty cool. Close that. Close that. There we go. Pasting ACA in for every single siren because for some reason this text program that I used to lengthen some of these names decided to delete all of the ACA, all the instances of ACA in this list. Links won't respond there. Oh. That's weird. Wheelan, Sentry. I'm going to lengthen it to Sentry Siren because, of course, I can. No, you know what? No, I won't. I'll leave it as Sentry. Thebolt Model V. Federal Model 5 if it had the... Oh, if it got flipped upside down. So kind of like a... Like a STH-10 or a Banshee. Like mounted motor over rotor. Sentry, Sterling, B&M. I don't know what the B&M... Not Bierzak and Niedermeyer, but B&M. I don't know what that actually stands for. Show a West Virginia map? Sure. Let me, let's see. No, not coding programs. Master list of siren maps. This is the most helpful page in like all of Siren enthusiasm. Master list of state/country siren maps. AreaSirens.net/forums. It's towards the bottom. West Virginia. Take me home. There's your West Virginia siren map. So all of the yellow ones are federal signal, it looks like. The red ones are Century. The blue ones are ACA. The pink ones are Wheatlands. Excuse me. Let me see. The light blue ones are Darley. And then the orange ones are HOR. So this one is organized by... Interesting. This one is organized by brand. So it's mostly federal signal. But yeah, if you want to get this map, you go to... You might just be able to look up West Virginia siren map. Let me see if it comes up. Yeah, a lot of these you have to get through AreaSirens.net. But if you're gonna open it up from AreaSirens.net, you just use the master list that they've put together, where it's all together. If you guys are up for it, we can do more Guess the Siren. Besides ACA Hurricane, WX. Anyone else want to do a Guess the Siren or another round of Guess the Siren? I was going to set it up earlier, but I didn't. I think a lot of people left because I was waiting for more people to join. Let's see. SoCal Edison, Screammaster, Denver, Decot, Eric, Loudon. Soundmaster. I actually don't like how I lengthened HOR up to Harry O. Ritchie. I'm gonna actually shorten that back down to HOR. Because that's... No one actually calls it Harry O. Ritchie, which is what it calls. Or it's what... Bleh, which is what it's called. Shorten it back to HOR. Yeah, we can do Guess the Siren. Let me just keep scrolling through here and make sure this is... Yeah, this is fine. So I'll just pin this note for later. And close Google Keep. Close that. Hey, you guys want to see my... Oh, interesting. I didn't know there were 3 R's. Alright, wait, here's something. You guys want to see my desktop background? It's one I custom set. Another odd... I just love niche subjects. I decided to make it this guy from Piggy Tales. I thought it was funny. It works better on a Windows computer when you have all the icons, but it's Google Chrome, so I don't know. I like it. I thought it was funny. Yeah, we can do Guess the Siren. So let me flip my camera around and... Yes, Piggy. I'll just do that. 4903 or something. Here, I can show you my 4903. It's on the floor. Buried in the back by the Variac. My 4903 9219. Oh yeah, and my True Alert is also down there. That one is a model 4903 9433. So it is just like a 9426 in that it is 4-wire and free run, but it's just white and it's 110 candela. That was an impulse buy on eBay because it was stupid cheap, even though I wanted to get a red one, and I still want to get a red one, but I got that 9433 for really cheap. It was like 20 bucks, so I got it. So let me open up some tabs. What is that, your siren? Are you talking about this one? Hold on, there's a lot of chat messages. 6.9 port Siren. Oh, like yeah, Scream Masters. The dual tone versions were no, those were 6.8. A 6.9 would sound interesting. It'd be like a perfect fifth if it was lower port or lower pitch. And yes, 7.6 port. An Emitech or a Roots blower on your half scale Hurricane. I think if you used a full size, like a suitor built blower, like the kind that a Thunderbolt uses, I think you would destroy your half scale Hurricane. Um, so I don't know. I think it was designed to use a shot vac, and you could probably put a little bit more through it, but I think too much pressure and it would, or too much volume and it would destroy it. Probably use an MR500 supercharger. Let me look up. Well, here we're here to play Guess the Siren, so let's play Guess the Siren. My bed is really hot under my computer. See, I think that's the reason this school computer is really bad. Not because it doesn't work, but because it thermal throttles really quickly. Anyways, I'm going to start us off with one that I've done pretty frequently, and several of you are going to recognize this, but I want to see if other people recognize it, and at least to teach some other people who might not have been here last night. So, for those of you who haven't done this before, I'm going to play Guess the Siren, which is where I play a particular siren sound and you have to try and guess the model. So, I'm searching it up. Yeah, I used Siren OSC recently. I opened it up for the first time and played around with it. It's an awesome simulator. PDS, particularly dangerous siren. Okay, so for the first round of Guess the Siren, I'm going to do one that I did last night. So several of you have already heard this one, but a couple of you haven't, and so I want those few of you to make the guesses. So this audio that I'm about to play has two sirens in it. One of them is a Federal Signal Model 5T. That one I'm giving you. I want you to guess the other one. And I'm going to actually put my phone on the computer so you guys can hear it because it's kind of quiet. So, here we go. It's not a Model D. Yes, Hurricane WX got it. It is a Whelen WS1000. Let me flip it around. Yep. So, I did this one already several times, but this is what a Whelen... Oh, hey, it's 11 o'clock. This is what a genuine Whelen WS1000 sounds like on its original controller. This particular recording was made in 2001 in Tremont, Pennsylvania. And this WS1000 currently does not work anymore because its batteries are dead. But it is still intact, but it is very damaged. So I was actually going to get a picture of it for you guys to show you. I'll do another round of Guess the Sign in just a second, but I wanted to show you guys this because I briefly showed it last. I briefly showed it last stream. I quickly had to end it because I my parents wanted me to go to bed. So, maps, master list. Don't believe in siren conservation. Interesting. So here, if I search for Tremont, Pennsylvania, this little dot right here is the WS1000. And if I open an image, a new tab, there you go. That is what the siren we just heard sounds like. I'm actually going to play the audio again. Very, very mangled WS1000. So that is what we're hearing in this recording. And that is what a WS1000 sounds like on its original controller. Pretty cool. Anyways, so I'm going to get the next clip ready, get another video, and I'm going to stick to really hard sirens for this one. So... or at least harder ones. Okay. Here is another one. It's loading. Try and guess this siren. Once it starts. Not 2001. It is not a 2001. It is not a Chrysler. Not a Model 2. Not an STH-10. It is not a Thunderbolt. Yes, it is an STL-10. You're correct. This is the one in Lake of the Woods, Indiana. Warning Sirens of Michiana. Absolutely goated YouTuber. Awesome siren channel. So yeah, it's an STL-10B, and it's super sluggish for some reason. Go back to the beginning. Super slow. Okay, so I'll flip this one around. Let's do the next one. Yeah, average Northwestern one. Single phase. Okay. How about this one? Once the video loads. Okay, it's playing. Just give it a sec. Try and guess this siren. You're correct about that. It's not a Model 5. Not a 2001. Not a Thunderbolt. It's not a Darley. Not an STH. I told you these are hard ones. Not an STL. It's not ASC. I'm just giving you really hard ones. This siren does not exist. Not CMI. It's not American Signal. Here, I'll play it again. It's not ACA. Here, how about I play a different video of the same siren? Or not the same siren, I'm not guessing if it's not a known one. This was not at SirenCon. A similar one was at SirenCon. This is a known model. Fast rotating unit. Alright, here's a different video of a different unit, but it's the same model. Not a Soundmaster. Not a Model 5. So what is the auto exposure doing? Nope, it's not HOR. Play it again. Here we go. Yes, it's 12 port. You're on the right track. I don't know, what is the... My lights are not blinking, it's just the camera. Yes, you're getting somewhere. Not a Model 3. I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that my screen is gonna blink. This is an even vertical, I'm sorry. It is. It is a Fidel code. 7/9 port Siren drone, yeah. Okay, fine. I'll give it to you with the... No, I'm gonna be mean. Yes, it is a Mach 5. You got it. This video. Yeah, this one. A Type Mach 5. And fun fact, these have... Okay. A thing about the Type Mach 5. These are called Fidel Code Type Mach 5, and they're actually specifically a dual rotor Type Mach 5 because there is a single... what people commonly know as the Fidel Code Model 5 is actually also called the Type Mach 5. It's just a single rotor version, which came later. The dual rotor sirens were made first. And the Model 20 was its own independent siren that looked like a Type Mach 7, but it was even bigger and used the cast iron rotor. So it was more like an STH-10 inside of a Model 5 housing. So, and there is a video of one going off, and it is interesting. Let me see if I can find it. If I search Fidel Code Model 20, a lot of the videos are gonna be of a Type Mach 5, a dual rotor one. But if I scroll a little bit, see more dual rotors. But here, Fidel Code Model 20. So that is what a Model 20 actually looks like. Let me find a better video. See, a lot of these are dual rotor. Here you go. West Babylon, New York has one. So the single rotor siren that is larger than the Model 7 or the Type Mach 7 is the actual Model 20. And this is the only siren that's ever had this name. And this one happens to be 8-port. So that's what these are actually called. And that's, so the Model 20 does exist, but it is not this siren. That is what a Model 20 looks like. And it's different from a Model 7 because you can tell it's a lot taller. But it's still single rotor. So that's your lesson on Fidel codes. Let's do, what's another hard one? I don't have a 2903 light plate. I wish I had one, but I do not have one. Okay. This one's going to require a bit of scrolling to find it. Okay. Once this video loads, try this one. I think you guys are going to have trouble with this one too. All right. Here we go. Come on. Let's see when it's going to... All right, here we go. Screamer got it. It is a 500 SH. Single tone Federal Signal 500. And yes, it is very raspy. So this is one of the later 500 SHs that uses the Model 5 core instead of an STH-10 core. The very first 500s used an STH-10 core. Yes, it is very crisp. Okay, here's one. This is a little easier. But just a little. Let me pull it up. Okay. All second and third gen 500s are extinct from service. I think, what is it? Is it Albaline? However you pronounce it. They have a several 1012 500s are still in service, and those are all second gens. Because the first gen SHTTs use, I think it's an SD10 core, so they're 912. The 1012 ones are all second gens, the ones with the 24-inch rotor. Okay. Try and guess the siren. Maybe. Let me fast forward to when it actually goes off. Okay, here we go. Come on. Not a 508, not an Eclipse, not an Equinox. Not a Defender, not a Directo, not a T128. Not a P15. Yes, I'll give it to you. It's a T135. But specifically, it's an AC/DC. And also, the Alerter 130 doesn't really exist. It's a Penetrator 15 with an Alerter horn. But it's, there is not a T139. The loudest siren ever made was the Chrysler Siren, and that was 138 decibels. But the T135 AC, aka the ACAP 50, is the next loudest. Multiple sirens can have the same sound. Yeah. That's why this is hard. I'm intentionally making this really hard. I'm trolling you guys. What's another kind of hard one? Yeah. All right, I'll do this one. You can look at the glasses, but it'd be a little hard to see. Yeah, it's like 116, 117 right now. Alright, I'm loading up this next one. Okay, here we go. Not ACA. Yes, it is a 912 Mach 3. You got it quick. One of these guys. Yep, it's the Type Mach 3. Easy guess. This one's been to SirenCon a few times, so a lot of people know this one. Okay. YouTube just randomly crashed on me. I don't know why. Like the app just reset. Non-existent undertone, yep. Okay. This one. How about this one? I'm just loading it up. Okay. Are we good? Is the stream? Are we working? Are we good? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, for some reason YouTube just randomly crashed. I'll sometimes do that where the app just suddenly restarts, like it just acts like I just opened it. I don't know why. Okay. Try this one. Just wait. Yep, he got it. The Mach 70C. I'm on my Fidel Code arc tonight. So yeah, doing a pulsed attack. Pretty cool. This video was super awesome to see. I instantly added it to my, like, Siren Enthusiast Making History playlist. So cool. Alright. I need to think of another one. Ooh, here's one. Some of you guys might get this one. Okay. Let me read the chat real quick. I remember you're from SirenCon 26. Yeah, I let a lot of people open up the 3-port siren. I think if I take it to... The next time I take it to SirenCon, I'm going to save the hand spin-ups until after I sound it. That way, I can get the sounding out of the way, and then people can play with it as much as they want. Yeah, it would be easy to confuse that 70C with the Model 7 from the Wendover airfield. Though I think the return spring on the Wendover airfield one is um, still not. I don't know if it's ever been fully fixed or not. Let's see. S145 at SirenCon 2026 when, right? I hope they bring in Electror S4A, but a 3-port one. That's my favorite 3-port siren. Okay. Here is another siren. If you know this one, you'll get it right away. How do you make it so your siren stops scraping? Mess with the stator alignment, and if you really need to, just loosen the tolerances by sanding the rotor. Yeah. Or you could balance the rotor. Yeah, sand the rotor a lot. Okay, try and guess this siren. Yep, Rushville Custer. It's the Custer cluster. Yep. This is one of the yeah, this is one of the earlier ones before they switched controllers. And I believe the controller that they use for this one is based off of a Code 3 VCon vehicular siren, which is pretty cool. Same way that the WS1000 uses a Whelen WS295 as its base controller. I don't know if I don't actually know where Rushville is. I think it's a little far for me to go, but it would be cool to see at one point. Gotta think of more hard ones. Okay. It's Whelen WS1004. Okay, this one's gonna be an easier one because I'm running out of ideas. Hold on. Hold on. That is not the video I wanted. That is not the video I wanted. Okay, how about this one? Thanks. Not a P50 or Cyclone. Not a Heath. Not a 10V. Not a P10. P14. Not a Soundmaster. Super Banshee. Oh, my mic was muted. Dang. Okay. You saw it, right? It's this thing. Oops. Okay, what to do now? Ooh. Okay. If sirens on high-low are easy, then Let's see. Let me find the specific video I'm looking for. That's not it. Fine. I will not do one in high-low. I will do one in a different signal. I think 2 years ago in 24 there was a coded Soundmaster, but the return springs were not tuned properly. Let me make sure that this is the right video. Give me a sec. Weird. Come on, just load the video. Okay. Try this. It's not wheeling. Yep. It's an ATI. This one is an HPSS 32. It's the one in Hudson, Ohio that does the short blast. Live near like 5, yeah. I don't have any even remotely near me. Okay, how about... Yes, music in the subtitles. Here's one. You got it. It's an iForce. This one, the iForce 800 in LaPorte, which is dead now. I'm super upset about that. Every single one of LaPorte County, Indiana's electronic sirens is dead. Every single one. All of them have dead batteries, which makes me super upset. Yes, it's LaPorte. I went and saw one once. It was dead. I was so upset. Let's see. This one, you'd probably be able to guess. Yeah. All right. How about this one? Yeah, right away. It's a 3T. It's Clyde. It's Clyde, Ohio. Surprise, surprise. Um, I'm gonna take a chance. I don't actually know what the. All right. I'm gonna take a chance and trust that this is what I think it's going to be. Yep. Hit the nail on the head. That's a high-pitched 2001. Specifically 130. This one is in Centerville, Ohio. Here, I'll show you a picture. Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Sounded like it was in Indiana. Yeah, that's real. The system is just 2001s. Ooh, this one's gonna throw you guys for a loop. That's an intro. That is not the Siren. All right, try this out. It's not a D-cot, not a P15, not a 40V2C. So it's not a 40V2T. It is not a D-cot. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It is a dual tone Federal Electric Type B. A 1015 port model Type B, not Model B. Trying to look at. Yeah. So this is like, this was discovered. When was this discovered? Like less than a year ago. Yeah. Super, super, super cool. I wanted to do a single tone Type B just to confuse you guys, because like they all have different pitches, but I decided against it. Okay. Huh. This one, I don't think you guys are gonna get this one. Oops. Yeah, Type Bs did come in 1215 or 1215, 1015 port, because, well, they were known as quad head sirens because it was dual rotor, dual tone, but each rotor in and of itself was dual tone. Yeah, no, 1215 port sirens don't exist outside of custom sirens that, like, custom made sirens. Yeah, that WS 1005T were in, it was in Pennsylvania. Let me find the location. Where was it? It's in Pennsylvania. I know where the location is, but I just don't know the city off the top of my head. 1215 port siren exists in Brazil. Maybe. Hold on, let me scroll back. The 5T got struck by lightning? I didn't know that. Any information to fix a stuck rotor in a 7V8? No. I mean, how much WD-40 do you got? Let's see. 1216 is just 912 scale by a quarter. Model M exists with this ratio. Yes, a couple actually. There are more than one that have been confirmed. Okay. Try this one. If I can get past this guy's intro. This does not get to full pitch. Yeah, it's a Model M. But it's a special Model M. This one is 1212 port. It is not 1616. This is 1212. And actually, I think they do a short attack as well if I move forward. I forgot this video says blast and short attack. So let me see if they do an attack signal. Here we go. Yeah, so I forgot this video had a blast and short attack. The blast does not go to full pitch, but the short attack does, which is what this is. 1212 port right there. Super cool. So far, this is the only confirmed 1212 port. And I'm pretty sure... Yes, mechanical ASC controller. I'm pretty sure that this was custom because Sterlings were offered in 816 and 1616 by like standard, but then the 1216 and the 1212 were probably both custom. Oh, and the 812. Basically, any Sterling port ratio that uses 12 is super rare, and then there is also a couple 8.8 port models out there, but those are a little bit more common. Let me look at some chat messages. Can you do a siren from your channel at the DOS Kids? Maybe. I'll have to give that a second. The Winslow... I think the Winslow unit is still installed. I don't think they ever took it down. I don't think they ever got it. I don't really think too many people try to trespass that on that property because, I mean, it's a prison. I'm sure they probably got contacted a little bit, but I think they are leaving it intact. I don't think they're gonna, I don't think they were gonna remove it. I'm pretty sure that all the SirenCon people, all the staff members were trying to get their hands on it, and Tom was involved in that. Rest in peace. But I don't think they ended up getting it, or at least they weren't able to negotiate. Yeah, I don't think that's an AL 5000 in Canada. I do kind of want to go to. Hold on, getting a screw. Yeah, PLA is easy to melt through. I'm gonna go on Google Maps actually and see if there's an updated street view for that AL 5000. Because I recently got new street view in my area. So, I actually don't know exactly where this is located. I'd have to. I don't know if that's it, but let me. At the ASPC, so yeah, this is the right place. So when was this street view? Okay, guys, so here. This street view is February 2026, so earlier this year. So this would have been, this was before SirenCon. Yes, it's still there. At least as of February. So here's your answer. Can I get closer? I'm gonna move the street view so I can get a little closer to it and see if I can get a better view of it. I cannot. That's okay. Pictures have been released, but at least as of February 2026, the AL 5000 is still there. Your local STH sounds so bad. It's too bad. Guys, I'm out of ideas for sirens to do Guess the Siren with. At least, like, ones that you guys wouldn't immediately recognize. Also, I'm getting tired, and it's like 11:45 my time. So, anyway, my phone's at 19%, so I'm going to unplug it for a bit too, so I don't have to have it tethered to my computer. So, I think I'm just going to sit and, like, just browse the internet for a bit. Sitting Indian style so long, it feels so great to actually stretch my legs. 4906 strobe, no horn. Good luck with that. Just make sure you get a smart sync module, I think. Do I have an update on the Hunter Discovery and the Unknown Hugger? Right here. They've been sitting here with no blades for a while. Still have power cords attached to them, but I don't do anything with them. This fan is still up on the ceiling. Can I put my phone? If I do... Not really. I'm going to attempt to use my Amazon Echo to try and balance my phone. That work? I know that there was a really old video of a coded Federal Signal Model 7. I think. Let me see if I can find that. Because I know there's the one at the airfield, and there's the one I just showed you. And then there was another one. I think I found the video. Yeah, I'm sleepy. Is this the video I'm thinking of? 12 port. Yes, this is it. I think. Yes. Here, so there is this old video from 2009. I believe it's a distance recording with just a picture, but this is also a coded Model 7. Oh, so it just does one blast. It doesn't... Okay. Let's see. Alright, have a good night, KHB. So yeah, this is also this video of a Model 7, but this is a Federal Signal Model 7 that has the coded damper. This is during the Federal Signal days. Not, excuse me, not the Fidel code days. It's just this whole siren, this whole, see I'm really tired, a whole playlist of coded sirens. Oh, I guess if I wanted to guess the siren, I could have done the 812 ACA Banshee. That would have been fun. Everyone would have thought it was a P50. Again. Coded Thunderbeam. I don't know how you do that. I know there's the Federal Signal, or maybe it was Federal Sign and Signal. They made a coded Model J actually. Um, it was one that it was like it was the kind of coded siren where the damper is attached to the motor, so it's closed by default, opens when the motor is running, and then closes when it's not receiving power. So you can create coded signals and a sort of whoop signal. Yeah, the Model JC. Was it It was Palmer Divide Sirens that made a video that kind of popularized it. The PL is different. The pulsator, that one is tied to the chopper assembly itself. I'm talking about one, the Model JC, where it has a solenoid actuated coating damper that is connected to the same electrical supply as the motor. So but it's closed by default. Okay, I will watch your video. Let me search your channel at Sirens and More. Do... Yeah, eyeglasses. Cool. Just watching one of the videos that someone wanted me to watch. Are there any other interesting coded sirens in this playlist of coded sirens? Ooh, yawn. I know there's the coded like the Century 10V2T-3S. Um, though the only ever instance of one um, the only ever instance of one doing high-low was at SirenCon 2025, and the return springs were not very good. That seems to be an issue, return springs, with coated sirens at SirenCon. I was really upset when I heard that the Fort Atkinson coated P15 got blown over and destroyed. Because I actually used to have some family that lived nearby. Um, yes, I'm sleepy. um, like really close actually, but they moved, so I never got to see it. What am I watching? I'm just scrolling on YouTube. Right now I'm looking at this playlist of coded sirens. Oops. I'm just scrolling and looking at thumbnails. Oh, maybe? YouTube is freaking out. Sure, I can do your video. I was talking to Miles 502. Will you go to West Shore? I wanted to. Um, that is not the right channel. I wanted to go to West Shore I've wanted to go for a long time, but I haven't had a good opportunity to. Um, I don't know if I can find the right channel. Oh, it's at Miles underscore 502. I'm not really finding the video you're talking about. I'm scrolling away. So I can use. Hmm. Oh, it's a Roblox video. Okay. I'm not really huge into Roblox siren stuff. Um, so let me scroll back down to the bottom. Gotta be real, guys. I'm tired, and I'm kind of ready to be done. I'm kind of out of ideas for stuff to do. Um, and I want to go to bed because tomorrow I'm getting up and I'm filming a siren that is 45 minutes away from my house. So I need to leave like an hour early, which means I need to leave by 11, which means I probably need to be up at like 10 o'clock. So I need to get sleep. And that means that I need to go to bed soon. So, yeah. I probably need to end the stream soon. I don't know. Maybe we can hang out for just a little bit longer, but not too long. Maybe I'll just start scrolling my YouTube subscriptions page. See if there's anything interesting in the slightest. I think that Fidel code looked pretty cool. What is on my page? There's another video of one of the Brookfield, Wisconsin OM120s. Watch that one. Oh, it's by that Wisco Siren guy. He doesn't post real often. Oh, the bitrate absolutely loves the moving trees in the background. Nice on getting the guitar. Oh, guitar picks. Cool. Alright, have a good night, Screamer. Here, I'll quickly watch this video and then call it a night. Whoa. That is a very high-pitched OM120. Seriously, that sounds like a 2001, but that is an OM120. Guys, that is a 9-port Siren. That is nuts. Oh, but this was also in 2024. Posted today. That's nuts. Well, I had fun, but it's now midnight, and I need to go to bed. So, thank you guys for watching. This was fun. Kind of a long stream. See, there you go, midnight. So, I'll stream again at some point. I don't really know when, but thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Get some sleep. And yeah, see you guys.